Okie dokie, off you go.
Yeah, we're back to Tip Tuesday again. Sorry about last week. Today we are going through winter dormant plants. We had a question on that, what sort of plants are dormant this time of the year? And there's really not a lot of them actually. We've only got a couple of varieties or genuses here. And there's also agave, which we don't have we don't really have a collection of agave, but they are dormant this time of the year. So the ones here that we have that are dormant, so a lot of people know your Echeveria, and these guys are definitely dormant. So unless you're in a fairly warm spot still at the moment, so if you're in like Queensland and you're still getting high teen temperatures or even in your low 20s, these guys are still going to grow. Here in Mudgee, not doing much at all at the moment, but check out this ebony. They're showing off some amazing colors at the moment. So we had a beautiful cold snap last week where we had snow about 20 minutes away from us. So it's really brought on some beautiful colors, yeah, especially in our Echeveria. They're not completely dormant, but lithops. So these guys are semi-dormant at the moment. So they're just starting to, some of them, yeah, just there, they're starting to split at the moment. I don't know about you guys, but at the moment we're having issues with mice and rats, and with our lithops, rats are loving our seed pods. So you'll see here, that was a seed pod. So it's been pollinated.
Chewed it straight off.
Yep, so they chomp them off. They'll even go for the lithops as well. We've got some where lithops, you've got some chunks missing out of them, or lithops are actually been chewed right off out of the ground. There's no root system to them at all. So just make sure if you are having a mice or rat problem at the moment that they're not getting into them. We are even having some other plants they're going for. They like as well, so they don't mind some lavender pebbles at the moment as well. So
seriously, they've got an expensive taste.
They sure do. So we'll have to come up with. We don't bait because we've got the dog who's the mouse hunter at the moment. So we've just been using snap traps, but we may have to just put some mouse and snake mesh over our lithops just to try and get them through, because we can't harvest these pods until summertime. So we've still got a while to go, unfortunately. But yeah, so with your Echeveria at the moment, you don't really want to be watering them much at all. If they're out in the garden and they're getting rained on, well, there's not really much you can do about that. Just make sure that you've got really good drainage in your gardens. If they're in your pots or growing in pots, sorry, then you can always put them under cover if you're a bit worried about them. Otherwise, yeah, don't really worry much about watering them. I haven't watered these guys in probably about 3 or 4 weeks. So, and they still look pretty amazing, still nice and plump. We'll wait till, the mix is pretty well dry at the moment.
It gets pretty cold here, right?
Yeah, so look, that's still moist, and that's been about 4 weeks. So it still doesn't need a water at the moment. If the leaves start to go a bit soft and squishy, well, it's a good sign that it's due for a drink as well. So yeah, so definitely cut back on your watering. If you are watering, you can apply sea salt. It's fantastic to help get them through the colder months or any other harsh conditions that you're having at the moment, like frosts and all that sort of thing. And yeah, just great for root development as well, and it also help to bring out a bit extra color out in your plants as well. With your lithops, especially if you're trying to save the seeds or trying to pollinate the pods and then harvest them later in the year, then you're probably better off to bottom water, just because if you're overhead watering them, then the pods may open and they may release some of the seeds a little bit early. So definitely bottom water in them. That's what we're doing at the moment with these guys, or we're just putting the water right in between the plants. We're trying to avoid those pods as much as possible. But oh no, sorry, I forgot about Sempervivum. So they're another plant that's dormant at the moment. Starting to show off some beautiful color. See, because we haven't been watering them that much, they're starting to go nice and tight, the rosette. So you got your spider web there. You've got Pink Surprise, and you've also got Cafe, which are looking really nice as well.
What are all these other things?
Yeah, so you got Echeveria RZ. You've got your Agavoides Romeo Rubin, Echeveria Benbatus, which is starting to show off some really cool, a lot of nice little pups there at the moment. So we'll harvest them soon. So we are getting a tiny bit of growth, especially through the day, but nighttime, not really much is happening. So it's still okay to do some leaf prop on these guys or take pups, especially if you've still got some warm, if you're in like Queensland or something like that where it's still quite warm. You got Echeveria Ghost, Here you got your Echeveria Lowy, which is looking really nice. Trying really hard not to touch the Farina there and ruin it. It's starting to look really good there. You've got, it's not Tutti Frutti. It might be Tutti Frutti actually. Sorry, I've had a mind blank on that one there. Then, as I mentioned before, you've got Agavoides Ebony here, and then you've got Echeveria Exotica. No, Exotic, sorry. Yeah, so that's just some of our collection here that we thought we'd just put together and show you guys what is actually dormant at the moment. Great time to buy your Echeveria through the winter, as you can start to see their true colours. As in when they're going into the growing months, they'll start to lose a lot of their colour, kind of go more of a green colour, and yeah, some of them aren't very attractive through in their growing season, but winter time they're absolutely beautiful. So yeah, hopefully you found that helpful. Any questions, please let us know. Keep liking, subscribing, hit the notification button.
Oh, look out. Here we go, Mr. YouTube over here.
Yeah, that's it. If you'd like to get notified on any new videos that we're doing, thank you for everyone for your comments and your positive feedback. We really enjoy that, seeing that, and just sharing our experiences with you all. So yeah, please keep throwing different topics at us that you'd like us to do, and we can add them to that list and share them with you guys in the future. So yeah, have a great week, stay warm, and we'll catch you the next Tip Tuesday. See yous.
Probably should just say we're in Australia, so just FYI, people who aren't
Yeah,
in Australia.
Yeah, so you can.
So they're dormant for us now, but we're in winter, obviously, here in Australia.
That's right, yeah. So
if you're in the northern hemisphere, then switch it around.
Yeah, it's more your growing season there at the moment. So there is a chart online that shows your growing season and what's dormant. But I think that one there's for more northern hemisphere. So you just got to flip it around, and then you'll it's for Australia. But yeah, if you're unsure, just send us a message, and we can shoot off a bit of a list of what is growing now and what's dormant. So yeah, catches.